Раз, два, три, меня слышно. Это будет, так сказать, проба пера по Хогвартсу. Не факт, что у меня будет достаточно хорошее качество. Так что давайте попробуем. Да, я уже частично прошла наполовину. Возможно, этот стрим не сохранится. Я играю за Пуффиндуй. Достаточно неплохо. Так, я по заданиям забыла, что мне нужно было. Я бы начала его сначала, хотя можно это попробовать сделать. Но опять-таки все упирается в то качество, которое выдастся мне. Те заклинания. Снаряжение заполнено. Хорошо. А что у меня по этому по заданиям? С Себастьяном надо встретиться. Депульсу. Ключи. Лётное испытание. Требуется доставка. Блин. Депульсу бы я хотела. Ну, давайте лучше в тени крипты пойдем. Посмотрим, что тут. Далеко? Тут есть этот огонек. Вроде есть. Прыгнем на него. Ой, пугает. Ой, это что такое? Ключ. Стой. Ну, стой. Наверх? Не. Пойду. Что миссии поделаем? А я что, не полу ждала? Прикольно.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
Что-то мы постоянно ночью с ним бегаем.
This way.
Пошли.
Revelio.
There's a secret passage just here.
Ну, давай.
It's well disguised.
Что за проход? Сюда. А это безопасно? А чё, я одна зашла?
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that.
Я, наверное, где это Люмус? Оставлю его.
We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of... I've never heard anyone else speak of it. And I've certainly never seen anyone... Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to.
Really?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate...
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
Конечно, попробуй.
Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that it's pretty nice work. How's it feel?
Мне нравится.
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it! Well done.
Что-то еще надо сделать.
Revelia. I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
Так, нам надо побольше таких вот
This is
обычных.
exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Это мило.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the port key, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
Блин, вот честно, я ему доверяю, но я всё-таки
You must
не
promise to
знаю,
keep
что.
this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between
Так я
us.
никому не расскажу, что ты переживаешь.
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Хорошо. А когда я зверушек могу поселять? Я хочу зверушек поселить. Мне нужны зверушки.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait.
Ой.
You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new
А,
fifth
он
year.
реально слеп?
Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Сказать. Давай она мне
That
сначала
room's
покажет.
called the Undercroft. Ah,
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone. Not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I'm not afraid to exploit that
so
connection
much
if I
friends.
need to.
you needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Ты пошел тоже бы.
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Accio! Leviosa!
Да тебя вырвался, блин, как ты отлетел к чертям. А он его ругать реально будет? Подожди. Я хочу посмотреть. А я не могу зайти. Ну-ка, если так. Да ни хрена. Пищоты.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Бесполезно. А можно? А, это секретная комната. Так, ну давай сюда прыгнем.
He was hungry.
More like he doesn't like you.
Balthazar loves me.
Так.
I'm his
I would
best
like
friend.
to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be
Why?
used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks,
Сейчас зайду.
do see me
Подождите.
after class.
Я не успеваю так быстро совсем. А где мое это задание? Что я не пойму. Ой. Так. Разойдитесь. Я бегу. Так. Вот, блин, в кабинеты бы перемещаться вообще было бы отлично.
I was hoping to see you.
Я тоже надеялась.
You're
Так
back.
что вы
Finally.
ездили?
Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which,
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldritch Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
his great niece.
Yes, she used to be an Aura. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience, but you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died. So I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
О, кстати, да, книжку. Она у кого хоть?
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the
Он
book?
же вроде украл.
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Revelio.
О, сейчас cutscene будет.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising.
Как красиво.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
То есть нам открылась большая карта, получается.
If only you were here to see this.
Revelio.
А, это что? А, пролога. Все, ничего нет.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you, It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
Это где-то в Хогвартсе?
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
Don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe.
Ну, иди-ка.
Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
Ну, давай
I'll find you
встретимся
at the
там.
tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Revelio.
Ого, сколько идти.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Далековато. Хо-хо-хо. Офигеть. Сюда, что ли, дойти? А я метлу еще, по-моему, не могу, да, использовать или могу уже?
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a
Подождите со
heated
своими
situation.
заклинаниями.
But first, I will need you to complete a few
Я ни
tasks. Once you've
черта
done
не
that,
успеваю.
come and see me.
Обязательно. Курочки. Курочки, это хорошо. Я сейчас захотела себе наградку. Так. Метла. Метла. А как мне ее взять? Метла.
Revelio.
Я хочу метлу. Важная древняя магия. Бросок. Основное. А где метла-то? Точно нет. Ой, я заклинания пропали.
Revelio.
О, все, полетели. Ура! Стой. Женщина, остановись. Стой. Стой. Подожди, как там? О, фух. Так,
I've
здесь.
always said travel broadens the mind.
Тут забрала, тут забрала, тут забрала. Мне кажется, нам сейчас
Over here.
задание, блин.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Да, блин, еще
Well,
разве.
this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense.
Начинается. Такие чары, эти.
Quickly now.
Так. А у меня есть петрификус тоталус, нет? Фанеска. У меня, по-моему, его нет. У меня его нету. Чем я тебе буду тоталус делать? Скажи мне, пожалуйста. Так, ладно.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Ты, конечно, дядя интересный.
Give the charge right into their midst.
Конечно, проломки. Чё ж ты, скажи мне, пожалуйста. Yeah. Денежки мы любим. Так, все заберем. Почему мне надо расследовать? Зачем? Что, сюда что ли идти?
Revelio.
Или я игру сломала? Может, надо было просто их подслушать или что-то. я на правом пошла. А,
Orders
башня
directly
всё
from
вокруг.
Ranrock.
Ищи что-то, что
These
связано
orders
с ним.
indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And
Revelio.
why here?
Ты кто?
I will draw blood. You can't stop us.
Мимо что раскидали. Так, ладно. Теперь там куда? С тобой разговаривать?
Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
Не иди открывать.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Ой, ой, ой. Да я случайно вниз упала. Ой, прошу прощения. Что?
I imagine these brooms have
Revelio.
been enchanted for centuries. Never seen.
Welcome to Sanbakar's Tower.
А, он уже здесь, да?
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sanbakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, remember what you see.
Запоминайте то, что видите.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. Revelio.
Я, наверное, здесь
A
сохранюсь.
reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the
И
entry.
буду уже проходить... О, чай попью. И буду уже либо полноценно проходить от начала до конца, либо мы с пуффиндуйками будем дальше работать.